As we enter the top of the fourth inning, UNCW leads St. John's by a score of 8-1. Seahawks plate 6 runs in the third on 7 hits, 1 error. They leave just 1 runner on base in the frame. It'll be 2-3-4 due up for the Red Storm. Josh Shaw will lead things off here in the St. John's fourth. He takes the first pitch from Royalty for a called strike.
Yeah, Shaw's a true freshman from Don Bosco Prep in New Jersey. Went 2 for 4 yesterday and scored 2 runs. Also drove in 2 against Richmond. Really good level line drive hitter.
Well, right now, trailing by a score of 8-1. You would hope with a freshman on the mound here in Royalty. The piece of advice heading out onto the mound here to start this fourth is fill up the strike zone, and he's done so thus far. Chopper over to Kennard, crossing over the second base bag, throws across his body for the first out of the inning. Nifty little play there by Kennard McDowell with the footwork for out number 1.
McDowell looked pretty good there, moving up the middle. Actually looks a lot better than last year than he did coming in on balls like that and making those throws off the run.
One of those things we kind of talked about with Coach Mark Scaff earlier today was the fact and all the time and effort that Coach Scaff put in, an infielder himself back in his playing days, really worked with Kennard this season on his defense, and you saw right there, able to take control at the 6th slot. Nice play and throws him out at first. This one plunks Donadio, excuse me. So Donadio will be issued first base on the hit by pitch as Royalty try to get in on the hands of Donato, the left-handed left fielder. Was all over the plate and instead will go to first base. Just the 3rd St. John's base runner this afternoon. That will bring up Anthony Brocato. He walked his first time up. Donadio with a good lead. Royalty unable to drop that breaking ball in, so the count is 1 ball and no strikes here. Top of the 4th inning, UNCW leads by a score of 8-1.
Royalty just needs to settle down and throw strikes. Got a 7-run lead. Just get it over and let your defense do the work for you. They've been good all day. Just got to trust his fielders and, throw the ball over the plate right now. He looks a little shaky so far coming in this inning with such a big lead.
It'll be a 1-0 pitch with Donadio leading off first, and it's sawed off the bat there of Brocato. Going to be a tough play for Mims. Charging in on the ball, flips on over to Canada for out number 2. Donadio will move to second base on the fielder's choice, but there's 2 away now. Here in the St. John's 4th, Troy Dixon will dig in to the box. The Red Storm catcher grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. Looking to keep this inning alive as Royalty looks to work his way out of this 4th inning unscathed. The first pitch to Dixon is fouled down the left side. Seahawks will, they mentioned just a moment ago, will play Coastal Carolina next week, a midweek game on the 23rd in the Hughes Brothers Challenge. Set for next weekend, the 26th through the 28th, as they welcome South Dakota State, Eastern Kentucky, and Virginia Commonwealth to the friendly confines of Brooks Field for another 3-game weekend to start this season in their non-conference schedule. One of the toughest non-conference schedules in all of college baseball. The 1-1 pitch flared on over to McDowell at short, scoops it up, fires to Canada off the bag, and he comes off the bag with a high throw from McDowell, and he reaches first on the E6. So a tough play there with Dixon moving down the line. McDowell kind of threw it off his back leg, and it brought Canada off the bag as Dixon cruised in safely to keep the inning alive with runners on the corners now and 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Robbie Knights steps to the plate looking to make up for his miscue in the field last inning that extended UNCW's 6-run frame. First pitch is low. One ball and no strikes. Royalty checks the runners and delivers the pitch. Hit on the ground to second. Mims moving to his left. Scoops it up, fires to first for the final out of the inning. Royalty able to battle out of a little jam here in the top of the fourth. No runs on no hits. 1 error and a pair of runners left on base. We have played 3.5 innings at Brooks Field in Wilmington, North Carolina. UNCW leads St. John's by a score of 8-1. Seahawk baseball is driven by your Carolina Ford dealer.